Doug Karsh for MGoBlue.com. The Michigan baseball team, Wolverines, opening their season and practicing in Oosterbaan Fieldhouse this week in preparations for the Big Ten Big East Challenge, which get underway for the Wolverines Friday in St. Petersburg, Florida. Last year, Michigan finished second in the Big Ten and did not qualify for the NCAA tournament for the second consecutive year. This year's goal, to get back on top. And Michigan will have to do it with a bunch of young guys. There are just 4 seniors on the team, and 3 of them are pitchers.
We got some good senior leadership, good players that I think are showing the younger guys how to play, how to work hard in practice, do things the right way, and we're looking for a big contribution out of them.
Co-captain Anthony Toth, a .318 career hitter, returns to second base this season. He's the only senior playing in the field.
I get teased quite a bit, being a 5th year. Even Coach Husted tells me I went to school here when President Ford went here. So it's somewhat embarrassing, but it's great. Coach has groomed me since I was 17 years old, and it's been quite a journey. So we're both proud of where I'm at now and the leadership role that I've kind of taken upon myself. So it's exciting, and we're really pumped for this season to start.
What's it like when you look at some of the 17 and 18-year-olds now? Do you feel like a big brother or dad, or?
I just feel old. I don't know. Probably big brother would be the most accurate statement to make. But they do. They seem young, and I just try to remember that I was that young once, and that I had to be groomed just like these guys have to be groomed. So it's a work in progress for some of these young kids, but we have a lot of great freshmen with incredible potential.
24 underclassmen are on the roster, and many have plenty of playing experience, like Patrick Biondi, who hit .313 last year and set a Michigan freshman record for stolen bases with 29, and runs scored with 69. He was also named to the freshman All-American team. People are going to know about you now. You're not going to take anybody's surprise. So when the scouting report is out, that makes it a little tougher on you, doesn't it?
It does, but I think when we got into the Big Ten season last year, I think teams knew. And, it's fun. We're playing great competition. Like you said, people know about us now, so it'll be fun to go out there and have fun and compete, and hopefully we'll do well.
How about how many young guys this team's going to have to rely on and the challenge that presents?
It's definitely a challenge, but the young guys that we have are very capable. We've got a lot of really good players, and I think that they'll be able to come in and step in right away and do well.
Junior Coley Crank's big bat returns to the lineup. Crank led the Wolverines with 14 home runs and 65 RBIs last spring, as Michigan finished with a record of 35-22 overall, 14-10 in the Big Ten. You guys picked to finish second in the Big Ten. That's where you finished a year ago. How do you get over that hump and win this league?
Yeah, the only way to get better is just hard work. We come to work every day, try to get better, trying to improve on one thing each day, and I think it's going to pay off. We put in a lot of hours, and I know on the field it's going to pay off, and we're looking forward to getting back on top.
We lost 5 players to the draft. We lost 7 total, but we have guys who have been waiting in the wings, as Coach will say in a minute here, and, they're ready. We're ready.
Minnesota deserves to be picked first. They won it last year, but we don't really care about that. I think that we're ready and prepared to go in to take the Big Ten, and we have the mindset that we're going to, and I think that's the biggest difference is we're just going to go and take it.
3 of Michigan's top hitters last spring are gone. Ryan Lamar, Chris Brissett, and Mike Dufek combined for 139 runs, 222 hits, 18 home runs, and 147 RBIs. And we're joined right now by the head coach of the Wolverines, Rich Maloney. And Coach, all that you lost from a year ago, how do you replace it?
Yeah, well, it's not easy, that's for certain. But we've been grooming some guys, and we've got some guys like Anthony Toth, who's gotten a lot better than he already was, which means a big positive for us. Derek Dennis, is going to be another year older, year stronger. Patrick Biondi was great last year, coming back, looks wonderful right now. Mike O'Neill's a young freshman. He's going to have to, big shoes to fill. You lose Ryan Lamar. We're not asking him to be Ryan Lamar, but we are asking him to give us some production. Garrett Stevens, who hasn't played much, is going to have to rise up and be a player for us. But it's his time now. So the beauty of a program is that other guys over time get opportunities, and then they have to produce. And that's what we're going to have happen. On the mound, Bobby Brosnan's a year stronger. Brandon Sinnery's stronger. Tyler Mills is kind of an X factor. Guy's throwing 94 miles an hour inside. Hasn't had an out yet for Michigan, but yet looks pretty good inside. So we're pretty excited about that. Colby Wood, hopefully he can have a big year. Travis Smith. So it's like we got some guys. But there's some big shoes to fill, that's for certain.
Well, obviously you have some guys you picked to finish second in the Big Ten. To To meet that expectation or exceed it, what are some of the key things for this team that you have to do?
Well, we're going to have to pitch well, throw strikes, not give too many freebies. Now, the bats are going to be a help because the NCAA changed the bat rule now, and it's really modified the bat, so the run production is going to be down. You know, that should help us. I think we're going to play great defense. We have to play great defense. I think we got an outstanding defensive infield. I think our outfield's fast with all strong arms. Those guys are going to have to make plays. Our catching position is going to be a real key. Any of the three guys, Zach Johnson, who redshirted last year, John DeLora, who redshirted, and a young freshman, Cole Martin, between the three of them, we're going to have to get good, solid defensive work done. If we do that and we play solid defense, we throw strikes and don't walk too many guys, we're going to have a chance to win.
You've also put together a challenging schedule. I know the kind of thing that you like to do, but you're opening this weekend with 2 ranked opponents in the Big Ten Big East Challenge. You're going to Stanford. You got Texas Tech coming in mid-season, plus the Big Ten slate. Is this the way you like it?
Yeah, this is a challenge for the team. But you know what? I think through those challenges is how you grow. And so we're going to have a great opportunity to play these teams and see where we stack up and see what we have to do to get better. And because we want to be an elite team. I mean, that's why we came to Michigan. And that's why these kids came, and that's our expectation. So the hope is that through the rigorous non-conference schedule, that by the time we are in the Big Ten, that we'll have our team solidified. So some of the questions that you asked off the bat, hopefully we'll have some answers for, and then we'll be ready to compete for a championship.
You mentioned Biondi. He hit the ground running. Great leadoff hitter for you. And Derek Dennis, your sophomore. You told me before he got here, maybe the best shortstop prospect Michigan's had since Barry Larkin. What does he need to do to make that jump and get into that elite player category?
He needs to be able to focus day in and day out and be consistent. The talent's there. It's all there. I see it on a day-to-day basis. I see different things. I say, wow, he did one today, and it was like, wow. On the flip side of it, to be a great player, Barry Larkin used to say, the reason why he stayed 19 years in the big leagues is he could make the routine play routinely. And that's what Derek has to get to, that point where it's just a machine. Balls hit to him, guys out. Every once in a while he shows the flash, that superstardom. But the bottom line is to win, it's consistency. And the same thing he's going to have to do as he hits. As he grows in his swing, I think he's getting a lot better. Hopefully we'll start seeing signs at some point this season with the bat.
Finally, your pitching rotation. Give us what you're going to do this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend we're going to go with Bobby Brosnan. He's been outstanding in the fall, and then simply outstanding in the winter workouts. So we're very high on Bobby. We think he's a great competitor, and he's from Ann Arbor here. He's a gamer. We're looking forward to throwing him out there. Ben Ballantyne's going to get a start in Game 2. We're going to give him the opportunity to start. We've got to start some other guys because we're going to have to groom a staff. So Ben's showed well so far, so we're going to give him that opportunity. In the Game 3, we're going to have Brandon Sinnery. I wanted Brandon to pitch Game 3, not because he's the third starter, but because he's from Connecticut, and he knows a lot of those guys. And so I wanted to give him that opportunity. In the bullpen, we'll have Tyler Mills. Colby Wood's going to pitch in relief to start off with, and we're going to build his arm up and eventually have him hopefully starting for us at some point. And Travis Smith will be out of the bullpen. Kevin Van Galloway showed well. Another guy to look for is Matt Broder. So I think we have some guys there, but we're going to have to run them out there, and they're going to have to earn their keep.
Coach, good to see you. Best of luck.
Great to see you guys. Thanks.